Hey guys, welcome. How are you? I am using a microphone right now. Welcome to my apartment. We are in my bedroom right now. Isn't this intimate? Ooh. So let me see if I can just kind of back up a little bit there. Thank you so much for joining me on this topic. You know, there's a lot of people coming here lately and they are expecting different things. So, and I've noticed a couple people leave for different reasons, and I thought I would discuss it with you guys. Let's see, there's a couple of people here. Shay Star, hola mi amor, hola mi amor. Built by Black Wall. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Guys, I gotta tell you, it is a rainy afternoon here. Hence the reason why I'm wearing a jacket. It's not a heavy jacket, it's like one of those dry fit jackets, but it is definite. That's my neighbor. You guys might hear my neighbors like through the window right here. But I'm used to it, so I don't hear it. You guys that listen to my story time, sometimes you guys might hear my neighbors and my roosters. So today's gonna be no different. But yeah, I'm wearing this dry fit jacket because it's a little bit chilly here today. I have my fan going. I usually keep my fan going just because of the mosquitoes, to be honest with you. And there's not a lot of them. I'm on the second floor. I do live by the water. I do have a lot of greenery around my terrace off my balcony here, like off my bedroom door. So I don't have to worry about a lot of mosquitoes, but I just have that going anyway, especially with the last few days with it being raining, and it has been raining a lot. I just want to do microphone check. Can you guys hear me? Oh wait, there's quite a few of you guys on here. I want to make sure I get to your messages because you know that's why I do these lives. All right, let me see here. Sharon Hughes. Hello, Sharon Hughes. Ingo, how are you? Good afternoon from Germany. Germany in La Casa. Derek Williams. Peace. Love you, brother. David Rich. Hola, honey, baby. And Juan Diaz. Hola. Hola, hola. Buenas tardes. And Sharon, yes, I can hear you. Awesome. You guys can hear me perfectly. Thank you, David Rich. All right. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. And anybody new right now, thank you so much for jumping on. Please don't hesitate to comment with your questions. I'm going to get to the 5 reasons why. And there's not only 5 reasons, guys. There's not only 5 reasons. There are quite a few of why expats decide to leave once they're here. So, and I'm just going to go through those, but I'm going to pick up my juice first. It's real juice. Like, I'm not just joking. It's not like gin and juice or anything like that. It's real juice, and it's awesome. Right now, I'm drinking cherry juice and pineapple juice. They call it Cereza, which is cherry. My name, actually, Cereza, Cerise, and also piña, which is pineapple. And usually I can't drink pineapple juice just the way it is because I won't be able to hold anything in, if you know what I mean. It is the best type of diuretic, I guess, laxative. So I like to drink it with something else because pineapple juice is also very good for you guys who are trying to lose weight and you do want to digest your food really quickly. It has something in it called bromelain inside of the pineapple, and that will do you wonders. You will learn that when you are an expat moving here, that you can so easily get yourself some natural fruit juices, and I would encourage it. I love it. I've been in the house now for a few days actually because it's been raining so much, and I rely on motorcycles to get around town a lot. I go on the Guagua and I go on the public car and everything like that. And it is convenient. It's just right here. But I prefer to go on the motorbikes because they're quicker to get around. And when it's raining out, I just take that as my stay home days. So I've been drinking a lot more juices, staying at home, and I love it. You know, I don't drink when I'm in the house unless I have company over, but it hasn't really been like company days the last few days. It's been rain days. So that's my big explanation. Now, guys, these 5 reasons, I'm going to do another video and I'm going to put another few reasons. But I find that there's 5 main reasons when people leave the Dominican Republic. Now, the number one reason I always find it has to do with money. Of course, a lot of people will come here, and there's different people coming at different times of their life for different reasons. Some people, they're like, you know what? They're selling everything they have in their country, and they are going to come here, whether it's their property, businesses, even if it's their stocks, their bonds, whatever, and they're coming here to retire for the rest of their life. And then when they get here, after maybe 10 years, they didn't live as frugally as they thought they would. And that is a situation that I've seen more than a couple of times, where I see people who have been here for so many years and they really lived a relaxed lifestyle. Sometimes they got here when they were like 50, thinking that they can go into early retirement until they die here. But so many things and so many changes they would have to go through. And a lot of people come here and buy. And then once they buy, they realize that it's not really a seller's market here, because it's not. You have to know that as well. And then they think that they're going to do a lot of flipping of their property, and it's not quite possible for them to do that here. It's more of a buyer's market still. Of course, the economy is growing every day and things are changing every single day. With everything, technology and everything. I'm very proud to say that about the Dominican Republic. The advancements that they've made since I've been here has just been like, wow, God really placed me in this place, on this island at a beautiful time. Again, if you guys hear any noise in the background, it's my neighbors. I live in the native Dominican area. If you want to know more information about how you can do that, just message me. Feel free to call me up. Well, message me. And so anyway, yes, there's a lot changing right now with money when it comes to a lot of people. So some people, they just save for a little short moment. They're like, you know what? They're going to save for a year and they want to come here and live for 3 months. Some people, they come here and, but when it comes to money, I've noticed that most people are leaving and planning to come back. They just ran out of money, that's all. And they don't know how to make money here while they're here. And I have been tapping into some really good online ideas, just even for myself as well. And it's been inspiring me too. So once I get more tapped into these and I see how they work for myself, because I don't want to preach something and I don't know how it works, but I will definitely share these links with you down below in the description later on when I have a moment and everything, and when the live to air is all processed. I'll take a few of the links that I've been researching, and you guys can go and find these things and do them online, work online before you even get here. Or if you're here already and you're running out of money, you don't need that much money to survive here in the Dominican Republic every day, especially if you are living on a budget. Like, especially if you got a consultation with me. If you got a consultation with me, then you know for sure where you can go to live on a budget. I've already added you to some Facebook groups, some groups around that you can, I don't want to touch the microphone too much, guys, but I want to make sure you can hear me. I will put you in touch with a lot of connections where, especially if it's here in the north coast of the Dominican Republic, where you can live either in the campo or in the native area here where I live. I call it the native area, but it's a neighborhood, a Dominican neighborhood, right? And you can definitely do that, save your money and work online. And if you really get an awesome rental here, like before I lived in this apartment where I'm at now, I used to live up the street and my rent was 7,000 pesos a month, which is like 140 bucks with everything, and my electricity was like 500 pesos a month, which is $10, and my internet was like $20 a month, something like that, so it was very inexpensive. Now, when you're adding up those numbers and you're on a budget, you can really see that you can save money here if you sacrifice and live in a humble lifestyle. But if you're going to come here and you want to ball and you want to live on the beach, a lot of you guys will say to me this. A lot of you guys will say this, and I don't worry for you, but after about 2 months I do. After about 3 months I do. A lot of you guys will say, okay, Cerise, I'm flying in, I'll be there, I'm staying in a resort for like a week or two, and then I want to stay in an apartment on the beach. I don't mind spending $2,000 a month for my first month there. I just want to feel like I'm in luxury. And then after that, I'll go and live in a cheap place. And I'm like, all right, I think that's a really nice thing to do, because I kind of did the same thing too, and I think that's awesome. You want to get here, and then once you're here, you feel like you're on vacation, and then you're ready to live here. I did that automatically. It wasn't my plan. So when you guys say that to me, I'm like all for it. But at the same time, you don't need to spend $2,000 a month to do that. You can live in a really good place with a pool and everything for about a good under $1,000 a month. And I'm quoting high, just in case you want a 2-bedroom and you want air conditioner in every room and you want it, really furnished beautifully and modern, right? So that I would say you guys could do. But if you really want to live here and you really want to save your money and you don't want to leave the Dominican Republic and you want to work online and you don't mind living like, in the neighborhood where the Dominicans live, then I think that would be one of the best ways that you can stay and not have to leave due to money issues. Now, number 2, I know that was quite long, right? But I just wanted to be thorough, okay? Because there's so much. Let me go back to number 1, which is the money. There's just so much I can talk about when it comes to the money. Like, I can talk about how to save money when it comes to groceries, how to save money when it comes to electricity, how to save money when it comes to certain areas that you could live in, like how to save money. So that topic is so extensive, and I don't want to ramble on too much about it, because I do want to get to your questions afterwards. But I just want to kind of wrap up on that topic just to kind of keep it round. Okay, so money is one of the major problems why people leave. And I would just say, learn how to live and work online if you want to work when you come here. And you don't have to make a lot of money a day. $24 a day you can live on, like, if you work it right. Okay, all right. Now let's go to number 2. Number 2 is usually health. Yes, it does come second to money, because some people will stay here even if their health does decline. That was the idea, especially for people that came here to retire. That's their idea. They're like, hey, I'm not leaving, and that's my idea. So me, when I had to go for a couple of procedures, I'm reluctant to call it surgeries, but they did call it surgery here. It was just the lancing of a cyst, two different times, 2 different cysts. And I didn't even think twice. This is my new place, this is my home, and this is where I stay. And I've never been to the hospital here before, but I went there with full faith, knowing that God will put the proper doctor for me in my care for when I need one. Okay, and life is life. No matter where I am in the world, we have faith. And doctors here are quite brilliant, and they are just as well trained as Canada, where I'm from. So I had no fear, and I went forward with faith, and I went to the hospital, and my gosh, I got to tell you, I think I appreciate this doctor here more than I would if I did have the procedure in Canada, because we all do have that little fear. Oh my gosh, is it going to be okay? Can I trust them? Blah, blah, blah. So there is that little fear. I won't lie. I'd be lying if I said I didn't have that little worm at the back of my head thinking, am I being whatever? But again, I still went forward with faith. Right? I didn't want to say, am I being foolish? A lot of people were saying, go home, go to Canada, get it done in Canada. Well, looking back on it now, I would have felt quite foolish if I went home just to go have 2 cysts lanced. Well, the 1 cyst. When I had to go get the second one done, there was no question in my mind. I was like, Born again, Central Medical. I need to come back right away. So there was no question in my mind at all, guys. Let me see if you guys can hear me well and if the feed is good. Oh, by the way, let me take it off. Just took it off my data. Oh, wait. I took it off my house data, guys, because I don't want the internet to go blurry or anything of that nature. Okay, I just want to say shouts to a few people here right now. Keith, Hannah, hola. Renewed passport. Hey, Cerise. La Chiva, hola. Lisa, what's up, Lisa? Hello from Nashville. Glad to catch you live. Mwah. Kisses, thank you. Hello, Nashville. And renewed passport. Oops. Hey, Cerise. No worries. A lot of people say Cerise, and it's all right. I'm not picky about that. Lisa, thinking of buying or renting in DR. Let's get to that in a minute because that is a very good question. At the end when I do the question answer. Currently drinking a chinola coconut and pineapple juice. David Rich, that is awesome. Chinola is passion fruit, guys, for those of you who don't know, and it is great. It's a power fruit. It really helps with energy. Coconut, of course, helps with the digestive system, and so does pineapple help with digesting the food as well. Bromelain. It's good for losing weight too. Kenneth Newton, do you think you can start a manufacturing plant in DR as an expat? Absolutely. 100%. It depends on where you want to do it, but I can connect you with a few people that you can ask serious questions about in regards to what bylaws you would have to follow. D. Will, hello, beautiful. Well, hello, D. Will. How are you? Shay Star, well, $24 a day. You can live on less than $24 a day here. Are you saying $24 a day because you can make that online or? No, I'm thinking you're saying it because I'm saying $24 a day. Yeah, don't you live here, Shay Star? Keith Hannah, all right. Janine, how are you? Chicago, all the way from Chicago, hola. Hey, Dano, hola. The best chinola is at Goddess Bar. Really? Oh, I love Goddess, you guys. I love Goddess. Victoria, hola Cerise, I agree with you. We are just waiting for God's timing. We'll see you soon. All right, guys. Okay, so while we're here and I got all, caught up there, let's sit back on number 2, which is health. Okay, now a lot of people are afraid to get their health care here. If you are really afraid and you have a condition that you're terrified of, I'm not encouraging you to stay here. I'm saying go see a specialist here and feel comfortable and free. You can contact me on my WhatsApp and I can give you numbers through WhatsApp and you can contact these doctors. Okay, let me just break it down like this. Okay, let me give you this scenario. Okay, right now you are abroad. You're not in the Dominican Republic. You're anywhere. China, India, Africa, Jamaica. I'm just thinking of where my clients are. America, Canada, okay? So you guys are all around the world. Germany, Russia, shoot. I can't forget anyone. That's something I always say, shoot. I've been saying it since I was a little girl instead of the other word, S-H-I-T. But in any case, I just want to say, no matter where you are around the world, let's say you have a pre-existing condition right now. I am not a doctor, so I don't know, and I can't tell you to come here with it. All I can say is WhatsApp me, and I will WhatsApp you the doctor's number. And if you are a woman and it's a woman's condition, I will WhatsApp you the woman's doctor. Only here on the North Coast do I know, here in Sosua and also Puerto Plata. Okay, I know doctors that can help you and you can WhatsApp them privately. You don't WhatsApp me your medications if you don't feel comfortable. Now, let me cut that off for a second. If you get a consultation with me, with a whole list of things, and you feel comfortable letting me know what medicines you take and everything, so I can take those to the doctor and do everything for you as I'm setting up everything else for you, like your dentist appointment, your doctor appointment, like all that, then that's fine. That goes within the consultation. But if it's just one thing that you have, one concern you have, and you just need to talk to a doctor before you come because you have a pre-existing medical condition and you want to know if the same pills are here, or you want to know what they do here for someone because you have to get shot up with something every 3 months or once every 6 months, like there's so many stories I've heard, then I can connect you. Once again, I can connect you with some doctors, and then you can send them a list of your medications and they can tell you what they have here that would compare to that if they don't have the same thing. You can send them any of your medical records via WhatsApp. Okay, that's not a problem. And you can talk to them via voice note, or this is all WhatsApp. So get the WhatsApp application if you don't have it. This is not through email. You will not, I don't have any of these doctors' email addresses. That's not the way we communicate here. Our main form of communication here, and if you do want to fit in like a fish as soon as you get here, take this piece of advice because it's really important. WhatsApp. It's a free application on your cell phone. And this is how you can speak to doctors here, lawyers here, everyone, okay? And you can send photos of your condition. You can also pay for a consultation to them and do a consultation via video chat before you even come. Okay, so there's so many endless possibilities when it comes to health, but that is the second point of why people do leave here. 100%. And they are afraid, or they have pre-existing issues, or another thing I hear a lot of, they don't have health care in this country, on this island. They have health care back home. So, and they may have like a real good tight healthcare connection and everything, but they can't stay here, and like their country won't pay for their healthcare here. So they have to go back to their country. Now, I do want to tell you, you can get healthcare here, and one of the healthcares that I use is universal. There are other ones. There's one called Hermano, I think, Hermano, like how you say brother, Hermano. I don't want to, do not quote me on that at all, but I'm pretty sure it's something like that. You can just plug it into Google. But mine is universal healthcare on Pedro Clisante. They're very good. If you are located right now in Sosua and you are interested in getting health care, or if you're in Puerto, Plata, Cabarete, and you just arrived or you've been here for a while and it's been a concern of yours to get health care, I would tell you to consider contacting Angie Wolf, and she's right here on Pedro Clisante in Sosua, Albate. If you need any more information, I can let you know. It is located in the EPS location as well, okay? EPS is where you can also get your mail here, but that's for another video. Or if you have any questions about mail, you can let me know in my WhatsApp. By the way, I'll let you know what my WhatsApp is now, but it will also be down below. 829-702-7726. So I really find that, with the healthcare system here, just for me in general, they are quite thorough. They tend to be very thorough. Like, for instance, when I went for the lancing of my cysts, the doctor in Bornagel Hospital, and it's in Puerto Plata, in the city of Puerto Plata, about 20 minutes from Sosua, where I'm located, where I live. And she was like, Cerise, I need you to go for the cultures, right? So after after she squeezed out the cysts, sorry for being so graphic, if you have a weak belly or if you're eating right now, I apologize. She took the little tube thing, like the little Q-tip, stuck it in and pulled it out, and then put it in a little container like they would do in Canada. That's the only thing I can compare it to. And she sent me downstairs. It was in a hospital, and same as Canada, right? And went downstairs to the lab, and I waited, pulled a number, waited my turn, went into the back. And not only that, she wanted me to get blood tests. She was like, I need you to get blood tests as well. Um, Everything, the surgery, because at this point, I had let my universal lapse, my universal health care lapse. There was a lot going on with the world. And then when I allowed it to lapse, which was really silly, so don't say anything, be kind in the comments, please. But there was a lot going on, and but when I let it lapse, then they stopped allowing single people, and only couples or families could go on. So at this point, I had to pay for the surgery out of pocket, okay? And it was $50 American, okay? And that I know, right? Like I went in, she took good care of me, she squeezed it out. One was in my breast. For those of you who are just joining me now and you haven't been really on my journey here with me, I had one in my breast, and oh my gosh, when she squeezed that out, I thought I was going to pass out. But she did it right in her office, which I preferred. She told me that I could have went and been, passed out, like they could have put me to sleep to do it. But she told me that it was quite possible for her to do it in the office, and she was confident about it, and I had faith that she could do it. And that was the first one she did. Okay, so the second one that was on my back, I was like, here, just go for it. Because the first one was my breast, and it was painful. Only you could just imagine. It's probably like kicking a dude in the sack. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, squeezing a breast that hard. Anyway, I digress. So after she squeezed it out, she took the cultures and she made sure I got blood. And then 5 days later, usually it's like a couple of days later, but this was a Friday. So I had to wait all weekend, and then I had to wait 2 more extra days because, sorry, it takes 3 days to get your results back. But again, this was a Friday. So I got my results back, and she didn't have to see me for my results. She told me just WhatsApp her my results. And I WhatsApped her my results, and she was happy, and she's like, okay, you're good. And that was it. And I got like a whole package. I have it right here beside me. Actually, you know what? Let me just grab it since I'm talking about the health part. I should have had this out, but let me just pull it out. Making a little bit of a mess here. That's all right. Okay, hold on. So this is what they gave me. Let me just put my juice down. This is what they gave me. This is the hospital that I went to. Bornegel. And they gave me my results like this, like in a folder. And there's my results. They took a whole bunch of blood tests, and everything came back wonderful. Thank God. And they also took an x-ray of me, not an x-ray, but an ultrasound of my breast. So there we go. And that was like the results of my ultrasound or whatever. Let me just see if I can show you guys. Yeah, here's the ultrasounds. So I thought I was very well taken care of, and I was very proud of my decision to be here and my faith to, put my life in the hands of a trained professional here without undermining their training. And I find that a lot of people do that, right? Just because they think, oh, third world country, but try your best. If you do have health care here, and if it's just a minor surgery, try your best to find a professional, a specialist that can help you and is good at what they do, okay? A lot of people, they say, oh my gosh, so many people die there, destination surgeries. But when you really think about it, the amount of people that come here for surgeries, like they fly in here on planes every single day. A lot of women and men come here every single day, and it's a small island compared to Canada or North America, where people usually get their surgeries. And for the amount of people that come here, there's really not that many amount of people that die. And I know pre-existing issues. Sometimes it's not the fault of the doctor, the surgeon. Sometimes it's the fault of the aftercare. There's so many things that go on, and I know that that's one of the biggest fears, but I've been doing my research in that area because it's something that I'm interested in doing here eventually. I want to get like a Brazilian butt lift and a breast lift and brachioplasty for my arms, because I have some loose skin there that I would like to get tightened, and it's difficult to do that with exercise, or impossible to do that with exercise. So I've been doing my research on that as well. And really, I don't want to be one of those people that die. I don't want to be a statistic, but at the same time, it doesn't happen that often. The healthcare system here, I would say, is quite good. Now, I've never had a serious surgery here, but so I cannot speak for everyone or every doctor, but I wouldn't be able to do that in Canada either. Now, also another thing with the healthcare here, when you go and you get a healthcare account, like with Universal, just to give you an example, the first month I was with Universal, I went and got my teeth cleaned for $13. The real price back then, almost 3 years ago, was $17. If you want your teeth cleaned, I know two places here right now. One guy charges $60. I think he's kind of expensive, and I recently heard that he's charging $10 for interview, for a consultation. And when I say I think he's kind of expensive, no, I don't think that's kind of expensive in general. Obviously, I'm not a penny pincher that way, but I'm just saying in comparison to what I have learned here and what I've grown accustomed to here. Okay, when it comes to teeth cleaning and dentistry and doctors and stuff of that nature, I live within the culture here now, and so for me, I feel that I am fair to be able to compare prices, even though they're so low, much lower than the prices that you would be the prices you would be hearing if I was quoting prices in Canada. Okay, so I do know of another woman that is in Cabarete, and she cleans teeth for $25, $20. Okay, so if you guys if there's two people, I'm pretty sure she'd do two for 50. Two for 40, right? And I'm talking about US dollars. And that's right now, today, like the 8th of April, 2021. I don't know if that will be the same way in 5 months from now. Braces, since we're on the health topic, and dentistry is part of health, right? Central nervous system is connected to your gums. Braces, she told me that if I wanted to get braces, mine would be $1,000 for the year. I would have them on for the year, and I could pay that off monthly. Like, that's like $100 a month, right? And I wanted it for this tooth right here and right here. Like, there's just a little crooked area there. And I was like, wow, okay, so that's wonderful. I would just go every month to go get my braces tightened. Now, if you want to come down here just for that reason, for dentistry, you can let me know, and I can also try to get you in touch with these dentists as well. Okay, whether it's a crown, whether it's braces or anything like that. When it comes to braces, I don't know how y'all would do it though, to be honest with you, because I've thought about it a few times. I'm like, what are you going to do? Come down here, get your tracks on, get the first tighten, and then just pay for tightening in your own country? I don't know. You may catch a discount that way as well. But I think that is a possibility. Also, when it comes to health, pretty much off that topic right now, but when it does come to health, I would say that just get yourself some health care here, universal health care, one of those. You don't have to pay that much a month. And mine every single month was, oh my gosh. I think I had to pay every 3 months when I was paying before. But anyway, it's about $20 a month, $25 a month. Depends on who you are and which package you get. There's 3 packages at Universal, right? And you can get like the top, and you can pay 100 a month, or you can get the middle, or you can get the basic package. Okay, so you have to ask them what package is good for you. It goes by your age, your health concerns, health condition, and also what you require. Now, a lot of you guys, for the third topic, a lot of you guys will come here and, you want to stay. You got your money right. It's tight. Your health is on point. You're running on the beach every day. You're good. And you know what? You're not worried about anything. Either you're retired and your money's good, or you're here and you're working online and your money's good. You got a business and you're just grooving. All of a sudden, family, family gets involved. Or you didn't know you were going to miss your family this much. You feel a little lonely. I mean, you could even have a relationship here and friends, brand new friends, but you're just not feeling the connection, right? That you would feel with family. And you find that you're really missing your family. A lot of the times I hear that people miss their grandchildren. So if you are somebody who's very close to your grandchildren, you want to set something up before you leave, even if it's nightly phone calls, FaceTime. Again, if you don't know what WhatsApp, you can video call your grandchildren. Some people are coming here and they're moving here and they're part-time parents, and they actually get their kids half-time throughout the year because maybe they live in different countries, and some of you guys aren't able to bring your children here during certain times. So you miss your children and you want to be closer to your children, so you will fly to your children. Sometimes people will leave for that reason. I find that it really has to do most of the time as well with parents dying. When parents are dying, a lot of people have to go home. People come here when they're like 40, 50, early retirement, 60. Their parents are aging, and then all of a sudden their parents start getting into some health concerns and health conditions, and nobody else is there for them to take care of them, especially if somebody is a one-child type of parent. Like, I have a hair there, sorry guys, but like one child in the family, and they're required to take care of their parents. A lot of the times they have to go home for that, and they have to leave, and they're not happy about it at all, and they vow that they will be back as soon as possible. And some of them actually feel guilty, because it's not that they're wishing for their parents to die or anything like that, but it's just that they're like, well, their parents are older, they lived their life, and thoroughly, they enjoyed their life thoroughly, and now this person who's living here has to give their life up to go be with their parents. So it is somewhat of an obligation when they're living their life here so comfortably and so beautifully, tropically, in paradise. Now they're feeling, wow, they have to give all that up. And some of them are living here very comfortably, and they can't afford to keep their apartment here and also go home and take care of their ailing parent. So that one is a sad reason why as well, for people to leave. And so I would say, if you can have something set up, maybe where you can bring your parent here. A lot of parents don't want to come here. And I find usually it's because they were too stubborn to take a flight here when they were well. You see, a lot of people move here when they're like, 60 or whatever. And, their parents, I'm just giving an example because that's not how it is lately. Lately, in the last year, it's like, wow, 30, 40, 50-year-olds are coming down here. Well, let's use two examples, okay? Let's use the example of an older person. They come down here when they're 60, and they're doing their retirement thing. Their parent is healthy, and they're like, I've heard this story quite a lot. Their parents, they're like, oh, my mom and my dad's doing great. They're still driving, and they're 85 years old, and stuff like that. I hear that a lot. And then I'll hear about, a few months later that they're leaving. And I'm like, why are you going home? And they're like, oh, their mom or their dad is sick and they're the only child. And so I'm like, well, why don't you just bring your parent here? Like, this is where they're going to have a more value of life. And they're like, nah, my mom or my dad is just stubborn. She's been in the house, or he's been in the house for all the time, since I was a child. It's the same house that the parent is in. They're alone because their mate died years ago. And now their child is required to go home and take care of them. I would say put some things in place. Bring your parent here no matter how stubborn they are. Let them know that this is a possibility for them to, in the future, one day come here and live. And I don't think that's so bad. It's not like you're taking them and putting them in an old age home. You're bringing them, and they may even have more quality of life and live longer. So you should definitely let them know this. This juice is tasting good. I put a lot of water in with it, though. I got to tell you guys. Before I go on to the next topic, let me see what comments I have here. Oh, hey, there's quite a few. Okay. Thank you, you guys, for all your comments and for also watching. Victoria, Dios te bendiga. Oh, wait. Oh, Javier Diaz, hola. Victoria, Dios te bendiga. You rock, Cerise. Take care. Dios te bendiga. Guys, that means God bless you. Dios te bendiga. Siempre. You rock too. Canada, la casa. Dev, she did a good job to you for 50 USD. Yes, definitely. She did a great job. You guys are just signing in right now. I had a surgery. It was $50. And let me just go back to that for a second. Something I forgot. When I went for the ultrasound, this was comical. This was actually comical. And I'll never forget this. And I went to the ultrasound. And this is where I have to say, I love the Dominican people. And I get upset when some foreigners are a little too careful or paranoid. I'm more paranoid of the foreigners, not of the Dominicans. Dominicans I love, but this is the funny part. So I get to the part where I have to go and pay for my ultrasound. Right? And when I get to the front desk of the ultrasound, the ladies are like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And I'm paying for the ultrasound, right? Before I go into the ultrasound room. And they're like, shh, and they're all talking amongst each other, and they're trying to figure out who speaks English the best to explain to me something. And I'm like, what? And then so I had my motoconcho with me, and my motoconcho came over, and he's like, what? And the ladies told him. And he looks at me and he's like, oh, it's a deal today. He told me is an oferta. There's a deal going on today. And I'm like, what's the deal? And it's like, I guess 50% off x-rays. And I was like, oh my gosh. Now, those ladies were excited for me, and they could have definitely taken that extra money, not tell me about the extra offer. I would never think for the life of me that in the hospital they are having deals on x-rays, So I was like, I'll never forget that. And that is honesty to me. That is God right there. So in any case, I just wanted to throw that in to let you guys know. Maybe you can ask one day when you show up, is there any deals going on? Any sales for the x-rays? It's a true story. All right, let me see here. Shay Star, I got my teeth done in Santo Domingo. Yes, you see, a lot of people come here to get their teeth dealt with, like crowns and cavities, like root canals, all that stuff. George, it's 100 in the US. 100 for teeth cleaning? Oh, that's not bad. It's like 200 and something, 300 in Canada. Genocide 81. I was afraid when I first went there. I went by myself and I drove a rental car. The first day I was like, what did I get myself into? But the rest of the 2 weeks I was there, I had a blast. Well, Genocide, I gotta tell you, I'm very proud of you for just coming here. And like you said, you rented a car and drove it. And for the first day, you're like, uh-oh, what did I get myself into? But very quickly, when you do throw yourself into the culture, even if you don't speak Spanish, It is quite possible for you to get around, just like Genocide just said, and bam, you got your ways around. And you never ever lose your bearings after that, because once you're in, you're in. It's like riding a bike. You feel like, okay, I got this. And that's the people here, the Dominican people do that for you here. I mean, I can't take credit for everything that I've learned here. I have to say, they coddled me, they babied me, and they still do till this day. If I get one word wrong, they correct me. And if there's two people there, I'm getting corrected by both people. If I say like Piaz instead of Pais, right? They'd be like, oh, Piaz. And I love it. I love it. Genocide. I thought Canada had free health care. Canada does have free health care. Canada does. And these two little miniature surgeries I would have gotten done for free in Canada as well. No problem at all. But here, I live here in the Dominican Republic. So my Canada won't pay for my health care here while I'm abroad. I'm going to get into point 4 soon, guys. And Dev, what about dentures, top and bottom? Yes, you can get dentures, no problem. Give me a shout, 829-702-7726. The dentist lives right up the street from me, right here, to do dentures. He's one of the best. His name is Safreno, and he used to be my landlord. Good guy, Dominican. Melanie, you don't even need braces. Laugh out loud. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Lisa, Melody, I agree. Ah, my ladies are in the house. All right. Renewed passport. Be back to DR soon using my COVID 2020 airline credits. December 2021 and March 2022. Can wait. The restrictions should be much less severe by then. I can't do curfews, period. I feel you. I feel you. A lot of people are saying forget about the curfews. But I'll get into that as well after. Renewed passport. Thanks for sharing your DR experiences, Cerise. Your Sosua Sundays live broadcasts are everything. Keep up the great work. Thank you. And thank you so much for watching the Sosua Sundays. I won't be on the beach this Sunday, but I'm going to tell you guys why. But I will be doing my live to air, and I plan to have a topic this Sunday. I want to do the internet topic this Sunday because it's very, very important to a lot of you guys coming here to work. But I'll get to that in a minute. Dev, I stay on care for my parents, 75 after I've come home to Santo Domingo. So you care for your parents as well. See, a lot of people do. That's beautiful. That's a blessing. God bless you. Genocide, that's why I haven't left the matrix. I have to help my mom. She's old. Oh, genocide, another one. The issue with bringing your parents is that there's a lot of places in the DR don't accommodate the handicap. That's a very good point, and I'll get to that as well. Renewed passport. Been traveling to DR average twice a year since 2008. Trip number 23, December 2021. Wow. Retiring in 6 years. Woo! Blessed be. We'll be living 6 months in DR and 6 months in US. A lot has changed in DR, and I love it still. So you are one of the veterans here. That's what I call you guys, the veterans. You guys really know. And the ones that say to me, it has changed a lot. I know it has changed because you guys tell me some really interesting stories. Derek Williams, can't wait to get back to DR. Love your channel. Thank you, DW. Hey, Dano. Hey, Cerise. I will be in Cabarete next Friday afternoon for a week. I want to try out working remotely from DR. Awesome. Oh, welcome. I am so proud of you, Dano. Genocide. I need to work where renowned passport works. I wish my job let me leave for 6 months. Well, guys, I'm going to be doing a video on working from home or working abroad. And I have been hearing about so many interesting things. It has actually inspired me to get back on the ball with writing my books. So that's what I've done. Actually, I've done quite a few things in the last few days that I've been home. And I'm really proud of the time how I mastered my time so well in the last few days. But that's not it. My next point is, okay, so the points that we have, the 5 main points, right now we only have 3. The first one is money. The second one is health. The third one is family. Going back to your family, whether you miss them or whether they're unhealthy and you have to go back to them. The fourth one is kind of obvious, but also very sad. Relationships. And it has happened. I have so many story times on this one. Gosh, I have a lot of story times on this one. Where am I going to start? Okay, I'm not going to do story times right now on this topic, but I do want to say that, okay, let me give you an example. There's a couple that came here from Canada, the middle of Canada, we'll say, right? Like Montreal area, Toronto area, just for the sake of keeping confidentiality in place. So they came here together. When they came here, they were together in a relationship in Canada for 5 years. And during those 5 years, they were never married. They were together, never had any children. The woman had a child from a previous relationship. The man never had any children. The man was 2 years younger than the woman, okay, around the same age. So now they decide that, they had like a little lawn mowing business and everything like that in Canada, and they were doing well. And the wintertime, they would do like snow blowing and stuff like that. So like a landscaping business, I guess if that's what they call it, right? So they were doing very well for themselves. But during certain months, they would come here to the Dominican Republic and live their life. And they had beautiful experiences every time they came. And it was so great for them that they couldn't imagine living their lives anywhere else. So what did they do? They sold their business and they got quite a lot of money for it. And a lot of money for it. And they came here to the Dominican Republic and they moved to the North Coast. I'm not going to say exactly where, again, for confidentiality purposes. This story is so common, but I'm naming a few things that are very, precise to very specific to their situation, like snow blowing and stuff. So anyway, they're here now and they're living their life. They decide that they're going to, buy a hotel. So they bought a hotel. They refurbished it. Okay. And it's like a villa type of thing. They refurbish it. They are in love with it. They are in love with each other. They're going out every night. They're drinking on the beach. They're enjoying their life with other expats. All of a sudden, one of the servers, a beautiful Dominican girl, catches the eye of the dude. Now remember, the dude's a little younger than the woman. The dude has no children of his own. The woman is a little in her older years now, not older. Like she's probably at this time, I don't know, in her early 40s or something. But who wants to have a child in their early 40s if they just gave everything up in their country and their child that they already had and everything? And they came here to live a life of a retired person and just live off the fat of the land by renting out their villa. Not villa, but it was like a hotel villa, but they lived in it as well. So anyway, she wasn't going to have any more kids. And of course, he wanted children. He wanted some little kids. My friend the other day, Ken and I were talking, and Ken said to me, he's like, Cerise, I want some little rugrats. And I thought it was funny. Ken's a good guy. If you guys, you ladies out there are looking for a good man, let me know. I'm not a matchmaker, but he's a good dude. So anyway, she wasn't about to give him any rugrats. And so he got involved with this beautiful Dominican waitress. At first, this other woman, she didn't even know. Okay. The Canadian woman didn't even know. He was seeing this other woman. He was going to her work to see her, going to her work to see her. Everyone knew the owner of the business and everything. The owner of the business was American. Everyone knew. And then after a while, he just didn't care any longer. He was bored with the Canadian woman. He was infatuated with the Dominican woman. And he wasn't about to just sell himself short. He's living in paradise. He's living on a tropical island, they can split the money, whatever. And he was feeling fine. And he said to her, you know what? I'm leaving you. This is my new girlfriend. She was blown away But guess what? She couldn't find another love and she left. She left the Dominican Republic. She told him that, whenever he rents out that place, she's going to take the money for it. So she puts the place up on Airbnb. She rents out the place most times. She manages it from Canada, does all the managing from Canada and everything. He just runs around the island with his woman and has himself a good time, right? Like, what am I supposed to say? I'm not laughing at, okay, I'm not laughing at the situation, but I'm just like, wow, this story happens all the time. And he loves his new girlfriend and we can't blame him. Life is what it is, right? Now, what he did, was it shady? Absolutely. But, the Canadian woman and him, they were drinking all the time. They were, getting drunk every night. And then they were waking up late in the morning and, their lives became monotonous. And he felt like with her, that's all he was going to do for the rest of his life. Being with a Dominican woman, he felt replenished. He started to learn Spanish. He started to go to the native areas, which is living so totally differently. If you guys are coming here to move, make sure you get in with the natives a little bit. And that's something that I can help you with as well. Just give me a shout. I can bring you to the countryside. I can bring you to like a part in Cabarete where we can cook on an open grill, little things like that. You can exchange numbers, WhatsApp. You don't need to speak Spanish, but you can still exchange numbers with some Spanish people, with Dominican people, and you can translate their messages through Google Translate. It's not the best translator. It really isn't all that great, but they can also do the same. So, I think that's what's important if you're coming here, and it's good to have a good support system. That's what happened with him. He just went and he flew into the culture and he became Dominicano. Her, the Canadian woman, she felt a little unstable here. She felt like it's not her home, and so she left. Okay, like she just skedaddled out of here, and that was it. And I don't blame her, but I think, I went through it myself. I was here in a relationship, and I was here 2 weeks. I wasn't planning on staying here, but I was here for 2 weeks, and I met someone. And I was like, I'll stay for a little longer, working online and stuff. What am I going back to Canada for? And I stayed a little longer. And then after 3 months, I opened up a business with this guy, then it was a little somewhat serious, right? Not a little somewhat serious, but it was trying to get there. It had momentum, it had promise. And then we broke up. 6 months after we were together, 6 months after I was here. And I was not going back to Canada. It wasn't even a thought in my mind. I had nothing. I gave everything up already in Canada. My family was there, but I had nothing material there, nothing tangible. So this was my home. And by that point, 6 months in, I already had a good support system here of going like Dominicans, friends, network system, the people that I could call family. True amigos, true hermanas, sisters, true hermanos, brothers. And I really would encourage you guys to do the same. You're here, you're on this island, you're living with some very, very good people that are welcoming you into their home, into their heart, into their heads, their everything. This is an island that is very accustomed to tourists, and very accustomed to expats, people coming here to live the rest of their lives. And we all rely on each other, So I would say, really, if you are in a relationship, whether you're in a relationship with a foreigner or a Dominican, I'm going to get to that in a second, it's really important for you to have some type of connection here, even with other expats that have been here for a very long time. Again, if you get a consultation with me, I can help set you up on groups, on platforms here, and give you advice on certain areas here that you would feel comfortable in. For instance, if you like to play bingo, I can tell you what bar you can go to play bingo. I don't play bingo myself, but I know where you can go play bingo. If you like flea markets, I can tell you where to go to a flea market, Secondhand stores, cheap Colmados, well, not cheap Colmados, inexpensive Colmados, places where you can go and buy a whole pig and stuff of that nature, and stock up on food. There's so many things here that you can get accustomed to and not have to run away when your relationship goes bad. Here's another example. There's a guy that came here and he met a Dominican woman and he fell in love with her. And she met another foreigner that was offering her a lot more. And she went to the other foreigner. These guys both live in the same area. They both went to the same bar right down here, down the street in Sosua, not Los Charamicos, but El Bate, and they're chilling hard. And yeah, they pretty much, he couldn't deal with it any longer and he had to leave. That's what happens a lot here as well. People will leave due to relationships. And he had to leave because he just couldn't see her with the guy. And I've seen that happen. Some guys leave only Sosua and they go somewhere else, but most guys just hightail it. They go home, they're like, I don't need this, and then they go home, they lick their wounds, and eventually they'll come back, or they'll go to Colombia, or they'll go to Thailand or Philippines, or wherever their heart desires. But I've seen that. So we have the 4 topics so far. We're going to get into the 5th in a minute, and I'm just going to look at some of the comments here. But the 4 so far, just to follow up on those, we have money, one of the reasons, health, another reason, family, relationships, love. Love is one of the most craziest things. Actually, when I see people leave here because of love, I'm like, no, stay here and show them what you can do with yourself. Let them watch you do your thing. Get yourself someone else and show them that they missed out on something good. That's all. Unless, of course, the person's crazy and, they're going to hurt you or something like that. And there's ways you can deal with that as well here. It's called the Fiscalia or the Policia. Fiscalia is the courts. So we have Lavelle Robinson. Hola. Built by Black Wall. I want to purchase ocean view land to build on. I loved Puerto Plata when I visited. Puerto Plata is very beautiful. Land is very expensive here, but you can get connected with people and it should not be a problem at all. David Rich, I'm looking to get braces, replace a tooth, and get my beard microbladed. Oh, gee, you fancy. The full Hollywood treatment for less. Okay, microblade right away. I can tell you, I have the number. I went and I got my eyebrows are microbladed right now. For those of you who don't know what microblade is, it's just, they just put, my eyebrows are so blonde, you probably wouldn't see them. Okay, like if I didn't have them, or if I didn't have makeup on, it would look like I had no eyelashes, right? So what they do is they just fill in your natural shape just a little bit. It's kind of like a tattoo, but it's not. They go with a razor blade and ink. I know that sounds weird, but I have a video of it actually. It's coming to my mind now. I have a whole video of it if you guys want to watch it. Those of you who are interested in getting it done, you can get your bald head done. You can get your beard done. So yeah, great idea. I can give you her number. She's right here in Sosua, the International Plaza, upstairs, but she's always very busy, so you do have to call for an appointment. You guys can contact me and I'll give you her number. And she also dyes hair, she also cuts hair, she does the whole treatment there. But yeah, David, you can get all microblading. I paid $60, and in Toronto on a Groupon coupon I paid $80, and the touch-up was like $50. But the original price was like $200, right? Here I paid $60, and touch-up was I think like $20 or something. So that's not so bad. And here it's a little different because sometimes the sun will bleach, and so you do have to go for that top-up. All right, let me see here. Imelda Lopez, so sad. Oh, I know, it's so sad, right? The relationship part, eh? Lavelle Robinson, bro got tired of hearing good girl lies. Laugh out loud. Who, in the story that I just told? Or you, Lavelle? You got some story time for us? Genocide. Cerise, do you ever hang out on the Malecon on Sundays in Puerto Plata? Genocide. I gotta tell you, someone told me to do that. They're like, Cerise, you gotta go to Puerto Plata on a Sunday. So I'm gonna try it. Imelda, yes, so true. Oh, well, move on and make another adventure. Dev, how much pesos for a USD? Oh, for a USD, I were there for 20 days before. How many pesos? What's a USD? You mean converting money? Get back to me on that one. Genocide. If you are American, you can replace a woman in 5 minutes in the Dominican Republic. I can't believe they left because of that. Emotions. A lot of people leave due to emotions, their heart getting broken. Sharon Hughes. I bought a place in Sosua Ocean Village, but it won't be ready until next summer. But I want to come for the winter. Cabarete or Sosua, about $500 a month. All right, and congratulations on your purchase. Lavelle, at Genocide 81, the sea is not short of fish. That is so true. Lavelle, my friend, support and good vibes. Jose, Cerise, can I find price of land in Sosua 350,000 pesos or 400,000 pesos? It's possible. It's possible, but probably not big land, and if you were to buy with someone else, I think. Andreas, I'm planning on buying an ocean village in the future. Beautiful. Imelda, yes, love is crazy. Ray, any good hair transplant doctors down there, Cerise? I can find out for you. I would think so. I guess so. But let me find out for you. My number is 829-702-7726. But microblading your hair is amazing. You look like you have a fade. Like it just looks like you have a fade there all the time. Unless you want a full head of hair. But you can get like a fade. Okay, Jackson Jeter, kaboom! Guess who stepped in the room? There's my Jackson Jeter, JJ right there. Lavelle, yeah, the guy in your story. Yeah, the guy in the story, right? Oh, I feel so bad for some of the story times, some of the ones I hear, and especially the ones that I choose not to share because they're a little too graphic, and I don't want them to get flagged, right? But yeah. Okay. Juan says US means dollar. Yep, dollar. And Derek Williams, what do you feel about buying versus renting? Depends on what you're doing with what you're buying, where you buy, how much you're getting it for. Really depends. Really depends. And Artie Mitch, Cerise, what is the rate going for someone that can help me 3-4 times a week? Like a maid? That's actually quite inexpensive. And my friend right now, Elsa, is looking for work. So you could work something out with her weekly. And I'm pretty sure you could work something out with her. Maybe even for like monthly, like, you know, I don't know. I think you could probably get something really good deal right now with everything that's going on around the world. But you just let me know. I'm trying to think of a price in my head and I don't want to quote, but I know that it could be $20 a day. But if you are doing it like 3 days a week, you could probably get that down a little bit. And I think it would be okay. Maybe $60 a week. And she could do it 4 days a week. You know, I don't know. Talk to Elsa. I don't want to speak for her, but I can definitely connect you with her. Okay. Now the fifth and final topic today when it comes to why people leave. And this one is, I don't think it will surprise you guys. But me, it surprised me actually, right? Some people are just like, they don't like it. They don't like it. And I'm like, why? One woman, she came down here. She was watching my vlog for over 2 years. She was watching a lot of other vloggers here. And we all have something different to offer. Okay. And we all talk about maybe the same thing at different times. But like I might talk about the cost of living, but another vlogger may do a vlog of the same topic, but talk about different experiences, right? So she was on all of our and like all of our vlogs, subscribed. She came down here. I got her an apartment. She came and she had plans to do a lot. She had plans to go to the river with like myself and some of my friends that I connected her with. She had plans to go to karaoke. She had plans to go to bingo. She had plans to go to a certain spot every week, a certain dinner spot that she wanted to try out in Sosua. That probably would have taken her, if she was going to a different restaurant every week, oh my gosh, it probably would have taken her a year to get that done. That would have been fun in and of itself. And if she went to the beach once a week or even every day or whatever, there's so much to do in Sosua. But she just didn't feel like it. Once she got here, she's just like, I thought it was going to be a lot different. And she's like, Cerise, that's just your lifestyle, just who you are. And I'm like, well, I think not. I think a lot of people come down here and they manage to be able to live here, whether they like to stay in the house all the time, all day long. Like I said, the last few days I've been staying in the house hardcore and just chilling and getting a lot of work done. And it feels great. It's been raining out. And when I'm outside, same thing. I think it's just about balancing your lifestyle here and aligning yourself with what it is that you would have done at home versus here. It's really not that different here. So I think with her, she had different intentions. Maybe she thought it was going to be really easy for her to get a man, or, I think she was looking for something else, and she had a whole list of things to do. I know a lot of people that come here and they thought, they planned it for so long. They sold everything they had and they're like, I'm just going to come and I'm going to go from beach to beach. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then they get here and they do nothing at all. And then they're like, oh, it's not like what I thought it was going to be. It's probably because they did not put effort into, exploring their plans or their desires or whatever. And they leave. And that's the fifth one, right? I'm like, they just go. They're like, I had enough. I'm going. And I couldn't imagine it. I just couldn't imagine leaving here. I don't even want to fly out and go anywhere right now since I've been here. And I am a Sagittarius. I'm one of those people, I'm like, love them and leave them. I can pick up and go at any time. And I'm a traveler. Before I came here, I couldn't wait to jet set. That was one of my favorite words, jet set, sea, sun, and sand. Those were my things. And now I'm like, yep, there's the sea, there's the sun, there's the sand. I live 3 minutes from the beach and I can see the planes jet setting every day. I am cool, I am content, I am comfortable, and I have no plans leaving at all. So when people do say they want to leave, those are usually people who are well traveled, very much well traveled than myself, people that have been to all around the world. A lot of them are vets. A lot of vets, I hear, they come here, they love it to pieces, and they'll stay for like 6 months even. But then they start getting itchy in their feet, and they're like, oh no, I kind of just want to go back to America and check things out, or Canada, or they're like, oh, I'm thinking about going to Colombia, and they'll give up their apartment here, or if it's cheap enough, they'll continue to rent it with the intentions of coming back. But not always do they come back. So, there's that one right there. The reasons are not all that severe. They're obvious reasons. Again, it's money, health, family, relationships, and just the desire to leave. And I think it makes sense. But There's so many other reasons as well that people get, they have to leave if they're deported, as another reason why people leave. But the main driving reasons are pretty much those. So I would say, if you have any money concerns, then learn how to make money as you are here online. Because honestly, I don't spend any. Like today, I spent money because I got an EPS delivery, which was the 100 pesos, $2. I got some broccoli delivered to me. I contacted my motor concho. He went out and he got it, and he did my shopping for my grocery shopping for me today. I mean, when I'm at home, I don't even spend 20 bucks a day. You can go online and you can work on different places. Like for instance, there's this one site that I would really like to get connected with just for the fun of it. Not because I really would want to, try to milk an income out of it, but just for the fun of it. But you talk to other adults online who simply want conversation. So you get yourself this account and you make videos of yourself, things that you're doing, and things about your personality, your work, your interests and stuff like that. And then the student, so to speak, the person who's looking for conversation in English, a lot of them are in China, they will log onto your account and they'll be like, oh, I like that person. I want to have a conversation with them. So they'll have a conversation with you in English. So you don't have to have your bachelor's or your master's or your PhD or even your high school diploma. You just pretty much have to be able to just speak English. And that's it. I mean, you can make 24 bucks a day doing that, maybe 30 bucks. I'm not quite sure. Depends on how many hours a day you speak doing that, but I don't even know how much you would make in an hour doing that. In any case, you could probably make enough in 4 hours to be able to pay for your day here in the Dominican Republic, especially if you're only spending a couple of bucks a day, especially if you don't order food out and if you just cook from home. And you go to the local markets and you go to the local farmers, you're really going to be able to live on a budget, no problem. That's another video I'm going to be doing as well, where you can live on a budget here for even $1,000. I already did one on 1,500, broke it down, and now I will do one on 1,000 very soon. But first I want to do the internet one because I feel that one is important as well. So that was the first topic, money, health. You guys, health is very important. We want to make sure that we keep ourselves healthy, but this is a really great place to do that because all the fruits and the vegetables, you can get them right from farmers, the eggs, the cheese, the bread, a lot of it is made, the sugar, it's all a lot really healthy and natural, the milk, so those are lots of foods that you can get and just pack load in your body and feel healthy, and get yourself a doctor here and get yourself on WhatsApp with a doctor that you can trust, and also get yourself set up with Universal. Just make sure that you feel comfortable when it comes to your health, mentally, physically, and also spiritually. Because once you come here and you are in with the culture, you are going to feel your spirit rise. You are going to feel, and I'm not talking about religion necessarily, okay, guys, or even spirituality right now. I'm just talking about your essence, the inner you, who you are. It will be so elevated once you are connected here. Of course, you may have struggles getting off the airplane. You might have struggles getting yourself a cab. You might have struggles when you first get into your apartment with the air conditioner, with the TV, with whatever creaks and cracks you're going to have to go through, because those things are normal, right? There's always going to be a challenge, a trial, a tribulation. But get yourself to a point and settled when it comes to your health before you come here, that you are going to be relaxed spiritually, like your spirit, you're going to be relaxed, you're going to be calm, you're going to accept and expect some upsets, okay? But again, when it comes to your health, just have your doctor on speed dial before you get here. If you already have a pre-existing condition, make that one of the first things you do when you do get off the plane. Make sure your appointment is set up with your doctor as soon as you arrive for either that day or the next day, just so you can get in and get your blood tests done and you can get your prescription for whatever you need. Okay, make sure you let your doctor know as well if you have a pre-existing condition. Let your doctor know that you'll be traveling and that you're coming here as well, and allow your doctors to connect if it's something that you're interested in and if it's something that your doctor is open to. And so that's with health, I would say, you know what, just really make sure you eat as healthy as you can and get yourself a good account here from one of the healthcare providers. And then again, the third one is family. If you can't bring your parents here, I understand that because a lot of parents are stubborn and they don't want to come here. And there was one of the genocide, I think, said it is there is a concern about no handicap areas. There's areas where you can't really get around with a wheelchair. Maybe the walls are not wide enough or something of that nature. But there are places that do have handicap abilities here. I forget what it's called now, but they don't cater to handicap or anything like that, but there are ways around it. Okay. I have seen a lot of beautiful homes in the countryside here, like Bay Vista, for instance. There are ramps made out of cement for motos to go up. Okay, so you can definitely get a home that might have a cement ramp, especially if you are coming here and you are buying and you're building with your older parent, or if you are renting long term. Some of the landlords will definitely build a ramp for you or do something for you if you pay a year in advance or even 6 months in advance. They will make sure that your elderly parent has a place where they can get up and down the ramp and that it is handicap accessible. They have the accessibility for handicap. Okay, there's another thought too. There's a lot of places where you can get your parents on the main floor of places where they are safe. You know, you can just wheel them out and wheel them in if they are in wheelchairs or if they're walking and they have a walker or if they have a cane. Bottom floor is always great. There's a lot of resorts as well, which it depends on your budget because resorts can sometimes get pricey. Not resorts, but like residential areas, you know, gated communities where there's pools and your parents can go and sit around the pool and it's great for them, you know, especially if they can somehow get into the jacuzzi that is usually there in a gated community, or if the gated community is located on a beach. Your parents can go out into the beach, onto the sand. And you can also get a caretaker for your parents here. Caretakers to take care of your parents would be a lot less expensive here than wherever you are. You can get someone to come into your home, depending on how many rooms you have, and you can pay someone to stay with your parents 24/7 as you go and do what you have to do while you're here on the island. Okay, there's a lot of ways to get around it. I would say make sure you show your parents all of the videos of the vloggers here. All of us, we all have something different to show, to share, and your parents may find it very encouraging to see that there are a lot of other expats living here. And especially with videos that we show when we're on the beach, your parents can see that it's not just young people coming here. There are older people coming here that are, you know, disabled and, you know, frail, and they can't walk, and you can definitely take them along the beach and everything still. So think about getting your parents prepared before it's too late when it comes to family, and also your children. And, you know, if you are a parent that has sacrificed your children because you do want to have a better standard of living here so you can save money and be able to pay your child support. I've heard that a lot. There's some people that come here 6 months out of the year and 3 months out of the year, even because they're trying to save money so they can keep up with their child support and make sure that their child goes to the best schools, has the best clothes, has all the food they need and stuff of that nature, and all the health care they need. So that's another thing I would say, you know, really sit down with your children and explain to them that this is something that you have to do, you know. So that's with family. When it comes to relationships, the fourth part, guys, I would really say don't allow someone in your heart that much to terrify your life and torment your mind. You know, that one I see when it happens here and people leave their happiness because their heart is broken. I get it. I really do. But you are just carrying that pain and you are taking it back to where you came from. And you have to heal there anyway. It's not like you're leaving and all of a sudden you're going to be okay. No, you're going to be like still torn up if you're torn up that much to leave. So I would say take a full advantage. If you're here, take full advantage of the beaches and the healing lifestyle. Walk the beach when the sun is rising. You know, meditate for healing. And during the day, go and have yourself a nice drink on the beach. Meet some people from all walks of life. Ask them questions, you know, indulge yourself in a better life. You might want to seclude yourself and just be alone so you can cry with your sunglasses on by the beach and the umbrella over you. Go get yourself a good book. Go get, there's bookstores here, you know, or download some audiobooks. I'm going to be doing some audiobooks soon. Download some audiobooks on your cell phone. You know, like I said, I'm going to be doing some audiobooks. It's one of my things that I'm going to be doing. A lot of you guys told me to do this. You're like, Cerise, do audiobooks. Your story times are great. So now I've been looking into voiceovers and audiobooks, and I will be releasing an audiobook in the coming months. So, and it is for people that are coming here and living on the beach and just chilling out, right? And I would encourage you guys as well, if you are looking to make some money, to do some audiobooks. I'm not saying your audiobook is going to sell, but hey, if the cover looks great and the title is wonderful and the content is good, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to sell a few to keep yourself afloat. It's not my promise, it's just my intuition. But I would say, again, when it comes to the relationship thing, you know, try not to sweat that stuff. And I was going to say sweat the small stuff, but relationships are not small stuff. They're very serious things and they're very painful. So I would say just try to do your best to get forward, get through it, do your self-healing, but this is probably one of the best places that you can do it. I know going back home to family and friends helps a lot too, you know, but if there's not really that comfort there and you're just trying to go to run away, to dig yourself into a hole, then you might as well do it here. Now, the fifth point, again, if you don't want to be here and there's other places you want to go, then leave. We don't want you here. I'm joking. I admire you. I admire you. Have fun. Go around. Go have fun. Explore the island. Let us know on my live to airs, on everyone else's live to airs, where you've been going and what the cost of living is like there, and share with us all your information because, hey, there are a lot more people like yourself who they love the Dominican Republic. They want to come here and live for a few years, but not stay for the rest of their life. And, you know, they don't mind traveling somewhere else. One day I may want to go to Sri Lanka. That's pretty top on my list, Sri Lanka. Maldives, before they go away, you know, before they go underwater, stuff like that. But I don't have a serious plan for that right now. And I'm not even focused on a plane trip or even going online and booking a flight. So that's the farthest thing away from my mind, to be honest with you. That's like the farthest thing away from my mind. It'd be like getting another puppy, you know, or moving again. Like, no, that's just not within the realm of my thought right now. But I would say if you are that person and you do love to travel and you are coming here and you love the Dominican Republic, but you just decided it's not for you, please, again, let us know what your travels have brought you and where you go. I might go to Africa one day. Yes, Tanzania, for sure. So you see, we all have certain bucket lists, but those are the 5 things. So before I let you guys go, because my data is going to run out, and also I want to make sure I answer all these questions. Yes, a maid. Yes, Artie, I can definitely set you up. Give me a shout, 829-702-7726. WhatsApp. Leave me a voice note and let me know who you are, or just leave me a text, and then I will send you Elsa's phone number. If she lets me, or I'll send her yours. Imelda, I always enjoy your videos. Thank you. Thank you. Excuse me, guys. All right. Let me see what else we have going on here. Lavelle, it's always possible to get hurt in relationships. Can't invest too much feelings in just one relationship. Follow your heart, but use your brain and make sure it makes sense. That's true. Always make sense of your love. Dev, how much pesos for US dollar? Okay. Excuse me. 100 pesos is 2 American dollars roughly. 100 pesos, 2 American dollars. 200 pesos, 4 American dollars. Okay? Well, let me just do all the digits right now while I'm doing this, because some of you guys are coming and you guys might just get a pen and write this down right now. And I think it is quite important because you don't really know the conversion rate when you get here. I didn't know, and it was confusing until I figured it out. So let's do it like this. Let's do all their dollar notes here that they have, okay? So they have a 50 pesos. 50 pesos is 1 American dollar, roughly. Then you have 100 pesos. 100 pesos is 2 American dollars, roughly. Then you have 200 pesos. 200 pesos is 4 American dollars, roughly. Then you have 500 pesos, and that's roughly $10. Then you have 1,000 pesos, 1,000 pesos. It's called 1,000 pesos. 1,000 pesos. That's almost $20. Okay? And then you have 2,000 pesos. And the 2,000 pesos is like $40. Okay? Then you have, after that, I really haven't seen any others after that, to be honest with you. I haven't used any after the 2,000 pesos. Those are the ones that float around in circulation a lot. Okay, so be very careful with the 50 pesos and the 2,000. No. Be very careful with the 500 pesos and the 2,000 pesos because they're similar colors. Okay, and until you know those colors off by heart, then you may get confused. One is more green than blue, right? The 2,000 pesos is more blue, but still, if you are always used to 500 pesos and you happen one day to get a 2,000 peso and you don't have any other bills on you except for that, you might forget that it's a 2,000 and spend it. And that happens to a lot of people. It's very common. Also, another one is the 200 pesos and the 1,000 pesos, okay? The 1,000 pesos and the 200 pesos are very close in color as well, reddish. So you want to be careful with that as well, okay? Yeah, but aside from that, that's pretty much what you're going to get with the currency here. And 100 pesos is like, for 100 pesos, you're not going to go get $100 worth of stuff. Like, don't think to yourself, oh, 100 pesos, that's a lot of money. No, it really is $2. So if you go and you buy something in the store, like a Snickers, you're probably going to spend like the same amount as you would in America. Okay, so it's really, or Canada. Okay, but if you, I mean, there's other things that are cheaper here and it really works itself out. Like, for instance, chicken. And or if you go to a restaurant here where I live, you can go and you get yourself a nice container of cooked rice, cooked chicken. It comes with salad and also beans. You can get all that for 150 pesos, which is $3, and that can feed 2 people, right? So that's pretty awesome, right? So it does work itself out. There are things that are cheaper here. So unless you're getting international products, if you're buying international products, then yeah, it's going to be a lot more expensive. But if you are renting in neighborhoods that are Dominican and going to the Dominican shops and stuff like that, then you will get a good bang for your buck. How's the feed here, guys? Michael Peterson. Hola, Cerise. Greetings from Oshawa. Hola. Oshawa is in Canada, guys. Just about, maybe a half an hour from where I lived, Toronto. Oshawa is very close to Toronto. Jackson Jeter, don't leave at Cerise. Stay here. I am never leaving. Stay here. Jackson Jeter, you are here. You better WhatsApp me. 56, 58 pesos per dollar. Yes, that's right. So, and it really changes. But I mean, you really, like for 20 bucks, it really changes. It really changes. During the quarantine, when we first got in lockdown, holy mackerel, the American dollar went right up, or I should say the peso went right down, or whatever, but everything started to work itself out again. Let's see here. Genocide. Well, it's one thing to come on vacation, but when you live there, you have to slow your roll or it can get expensive. You got it. Oh my gosh. And I know that. I know that because it has happened to me a few times. A few times. Like where I'm like, whoa, why am I spending all this much money? You know? And so I do get myself back on track every now and again. Dev, thank you, Juan. I love DR. Lavelle, spoiled people. Jackson, at Genocide. Yep. Artie, Cerise, you put more great info about your area in the DR. I'm disabled and can't cook. Help. Oh my gosh, Artie, come on down. I can definitely get someone to take care of you. Oh my gosh, Elsa, my good friend here, she would, it would be her pleasure. It would be her pleasure. Most of the ladies here, most of the Dominican women that do that for a living, it would be their pleasure. Elsa used to have a restaurant and her restaurant closed down during COVID. And so now she's just helping out her cousin every day in Bate and Sosua, and her cousin pays her $2 a day. 200 pesos a day, sorry. Sometimes what her cousin can afford, she just pays her commission. Sometimes she doesn't get anything. So she's really, right now at this moment, I don't want to say the word struggling because that's a negative connotation and she's making it work. But she's tight right now. So she's coming over to my apartment tomorrow and I'm going to pay her $1,000 to clean my apartment up. And yes, I'm home and I can clean my own apartment. But you know what? 20 bucks, I'm home. I would be spending that out in the street anyway. She's my friend. I know she'll do something good with that to feed herself and stuff. And I don't have to clean tomorrow. I can, really work on a few other things as she's getting a really good cleaning in my apartment. So you let me know, Artie, contact me on WhatsApp and I will get you in touch with Elsa. Oh my gosh, it would be my pleasure. It would be a win-win situation for her and for you. And she's honest. She don't play games. And she won't let anyone else play games with you. And Juan, I love Colombia, Santa Marta, but I expect political problems very soon. Much cheaper than RD. Colombia's cheaper than RD? Wow, okay. Dev, Juan, I've been to Barranquilla, Colombia before. Lavelle, exactly. Juan, well, Barranquilla doesn't have a good beach. Right? Genocide. Do the expats ever put their money together and create their own income by opening up a business and being partners? Genocide, yes, they do. It depends on who you are. I had someone contact me yesterday who has a really good business idea and he's going to be retiring here. I don't want to say what his business idea is because it was a really great idea. But when he comes here, he's looking to partner with someone to do an idea. So, it's really possible to partner up with someone else. And even if you're not here yet and you want to invest something, there are people you can trust and you can go in on it with them and hey, you guys risk it because no business is always promised to succeed, but you can also at least try it out at a lower cost than what it would be, I would say, abroad. And What do we have here? Juan, a beer on the beach in Santa Marta Bay, 80 cents. Oh, wow, that's cheap. I wouldn't want to go there. Gee, I'd be drinking all day long, going home drunk. 80 cents. I'm joking. There's 80 cents on the beach here at Zanzibar for a rum and coke, and holy smoly macaroni. I'm like, please take me home, Lord. Because you can get on the beach and get to drinking, and it gets fun because you start meeting people, and then it can also be a habit. So, I'm just right now at, detoxing point right now. Imelda, hope to visit one day soon. Yes, would love to see you. And Jackson Jeter says, do it. Let's do it. Imelda, thanks, Jackson. Lavelle says, gated communities near the beach are the best. Total bliss. Absolutely. Silent Night Ninja. Ooh, I like that. Guys live in love. Don't listen to people. Give you advice with no credibility from relationship success. Oh, Silent Night Ninja. I've had, what's this say? Guys live and love. Don't listen to people. What two people? Oh, you mean two instead of two. You mean two. Two people. And you mean who give you advice with no credibility from relationship success? I don't know if you're talking about me, but I've had lots of relationships and they were all successful and we're still all friends. We just fell off. We all have different directions, different things that we like to explore and different things that we require in life. And any of my ex-boyfriends are quite happy and quite proud of me right now as well. So I think we succeeded in being long-term friends. And that's a success. I would say that's a successful, what do you guys think? I think that's a successful friendship relationship. When you can actually date someone, love them, and, be friends with them afterwards. Like even my ex here, I purposely went to go visit him at his new spot that he's at just to say hi and respect him. And, I even brought a friend with me and just to say hi, and we're cool. And I even like WhatsApped him afterwards, I think it's important to be able to be civil, not hate on people. There was a question on Facebook the other day and a woman asked, how soon after do you delete your ex? And I was like, that's a tough question. Me, I'm not going to delete any ex unless they were like, and I'm not just talking about any dude, like some dudes just deserve the delete key. And I'm talking about someone who my emotions were connected to and I was in love with and we shared an enduring relationship. I won't delete them. I keep in touch with them and they keep in touch with me too. Actually, during quarantine, a lot of them, and I've dated quite a few men. For a minute, I was a serial dater in Canada. But a lot of them kept in touch with me. And even now, some of them are even wanting to come down here and visit me here. And I think that's quite touching. Really, it is. But during quarantine, like during Corona, they kept in contact with me. And a few of them are woke and a few of them are just like, yo, like they're not taking anything. They're angry at this or angry at that. And, they send me certain memes and everything. So I do got to say that my relationships to this moment in my life have been pretty successful. And just the passion died off, or maybe, different things flew into the dynamics, but it was all really good. Michael Peterson, DR is my favorite. Yay! It's my favorite too. Shariana, very informative as always. Be great if you could do a special video for disabled people about where to go, sightseeing, etc. I love that. I love that, guys. I didn't realize that this was an important topic to you guys, disability. I will definitely get on top of that. Genocide. I love Presidente Bear, but that Cola Real soda sucks. I've never had the soda Cola Real. Lavelle, at Silent Night Ninja, where are your credentials? Oh, Lavelle, thank you. Michael Peterson, I grew up in Toronto. Where in Toronto, Michael Peterson? I grew up in Regent Park. Hood in the house. Peace to the Middle East. You guys remember that? I need Ken to hook up my fire stick. Oh, I'll let him know today. One real Dominican drink, Brugal with 911. Ooh, 911, tu sabes. Oh, I haven't never tried it, but I have heard of it from everyone. NYC King, I need an apartment. Absolutely. Rent for a week. It's been difficult to get rent for people for a week because I don't know, it was like high season and then there was like really designated seasons before this whole world affair started to go on. There was like really, really designated seasons. Hold on, guys. This looks like it's out of focus. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, well. So yeah, it just seems like there's no high season or low season. You know, right about now, it should be going into less business, you know, but people are still contacting me, I guess, because there's lockdowns and, you know, people didn't get to take their vacation at certain times and now they're taking them. So there's a lot going on right now and it's difficult to get something for a week just off the top like that. So I do need a little bit more notice now, guys. Otherwise, you can go on Airbnb. I don't like to say that because Airbnb is more expensive and I really love saving you guys money and dollars so you can spend that in other ways while you're here. But just let me know your dates. I always need your dates if I need to get an apartment for you. And you know, that's about it. I mean, feel free to message me and leave me a voice note, even if you don't have your dates, you know, just to say hi. And I'll say hi and we can get to know each other like that. But if you don't know your dates, it doesn't make sense for me to send you videos. I do have a playlist here on my channel and it's called Dominican Buy and Sell Rentals or something like that. And you guys can look at that. I have a bunch of videos and you guys can look at that and you guys can send me some of the videos from that playlist and just say, hey, Cerise, I like this video. Even if you don't know when you're coming, at least you're teaching me what your style is. You know, so as you go through the videos that you like, you just say, hey, Cerise, this is my name. This is where I'm from. I don't know when I'm coming to the DR, but I'm looking at your channel. Please save my number and your contacts. This is my style. And then that way I will save your number and I will save all our media content. Then that way when you contact me again, I will have that in my folder, so to speak, you know, in my WhatsApp. And then when you do have your time to book and you are sure of your travel date and the duration, I will be able to get you something because I know your style. I'll be like, okay, I know your style right away. This, that, you know, because when I say know your style, I may not be able to get you the same apartment because maybe it is taken, or chances are one of the apartments that you did send me over the months of communication, it will be available, right? But if it's not, I'll try to get you something that is within the same style, like what I mean, the same caliber, okay? Because there's all different calibers of apartments here. You know, there's low, medium, and luxury. So yeah, definitely, if you guys want to rent, you let me know. And for the week, still contact me, but I would have to know the exact week. And I can still try to find something for you guys. So just to let you know that. Built by Brick Wall. Did you say land is very expensive or inexpensive in Puerto, Plata, or Cabarete? Expensive. Expensive. And some, you know, I've learned to not say that any longer, right? Because some people, it depends on what you consider expensive. Only reason why I'm saying expensive is because most people contact me and they want to spend 50,000 and under. And that's okay. 50,000 is a good price. You know, 80,000 is a good price to buy land. But some people will contact me with $6,000, right? And I'm like, No, so when I'm talking about 80,000 and people are looking for 6,000, that's why I say it's expensive. But in Sosua, I don't think you're even going to get anything for 60,000 for land. There's not a lot of land in El Bate, but you can definitely get something like in Sosua, in La Mulata, in where's other places with lots up near Casa Linda area. There's some lots there. There's also some lots down by Playa Laguna area. That's a little small beach area. There's lots in Cabarete, down in the neighborhood of Callejon de la Loma. Also past there, going towards Sabaneta, there's lots and lots and lots of areas with like a lot of empty lots. And it depends on how much you want. Most of them are sold in specific meters. And so you really have to speak to the owners. But yeah, it's expensive in regards to what most of my clients are looking for. When you guys contact me, some of you all like are lowballing it. And I'm like, no, that's not possible. Even 10,000 is lowballing it a little bit these days. So if you want it in Sosua, I don't know of any places in Sosua for 10,000. But absolutely, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, you can definitely wing that, I'm sure. And let me see. Hello. Michael says, hello there. Nice to see you and back to DR. You are in DR right now, Michael? Mulano, the travel boy. Keep up the good content. Thank you. And Lavelle, exactly. Sometimes they are good people, just not for you. Absolutely. Lavelle, life goes on and on and on some more. Uh-huh. Sherriana, thank you for that. Would be awesome. Oh, I will. Please message me because I would love to do some content on disability and anything. I mean, even if we can get together a group, a disabled group, I know there's a lot of disabled vets here. So maybe they could even give information. And then we have Michael Peterson. I'm from the East and Beaches area. I know Regent Park well. I'm a retired TTC operator. Wow, TTC, Toronto Transit Commission. That's what that stands for those of you who don't know. And Toronto Transit Commission is usually like a streetcar driver, subway driver, or like wheel trans for disabled people. So that's nice. That's actually a good retirement job, Michael. Gee, you worked yourself well. When you come down here, you'll be able to live well off your pension. My sister worked for TTC back in the day. So I just got to say though, guys, when it does come to moving down here, you don't necessarily need to make a plan, but once you do get here, just lower your expectations in regards to what you want. I shouldn't say that. No, never lower your expectations. Lower your expectations in regards to when you first arrive. Okay, when you first arrive, it may not be perfect for you. It may not. You may have to get used to it. And if you don't like it, give it a moment. Things in life usually go like this, okay? There's usually like a hump and then a little valley and then a hump again. And when we're in that valley, that's when we need to find ourselves. That's when we have to figure ourselves out. We don't have to necessarily reach out for a support system either, although it is important for some people. I always have at least one person on speed dial, one person that I can speak to. Right now, it's my buddy Ken. Ken lives in my building, and, so I chit chat to him. And he gets things, and we live in the same building, we live in the same area, and we kind of meet the same expats. So If there's something going on, I'll usually discuss things with him. But it's always nice to have at least one good person that you can bounce your stuff off of, and just kind of go with the flow. But remember, in life, just in general, whether it is, emotions or, something physical or something, we are always going to have to travel up that mountain. And when we're at that peak, we have to remember that at some point there's going to be that little valley again. And that's what makes life healthy. The trials, the tribulations, the goals, the challenges, and the trials and tribulations. I just can't say those enough, because those happen all the time, but they happen to make us stronger. So get your money tight. Go online. Don't just look for, online jobs. Don't just put in online jobs only. Go on YouTube, and also look how you can make money on YouTube, Amazon. And if you have Spotify, here's something that I found out the other day for you people that want to make money, even if you're not here and you're just living somewhere around the world and you're just checking out my video for interest reasons. Spotify. If you have oh my gosh, guys, I just got a new Spotify account. Add me up, Cerise Fairfax, because I want to make money on this too. If you have 400 subscribers, right, or followers, or whatever it is, friends, I don't know what it's called on Spotify, then guess what? Sorry, guys, it just reconnected. I'm just going to say this quickly because my data is going to start running out in a minute, and I don't want you guys to miss out on this information. But oh my gosh, let me see. I cut myself off right here, but I just want to see. Ilmada, you're helping her, which is great. Thank you. La Gringa, how are you? Hola, estoy lista. You're ready. She says, I am ready. All right, guys, I got to tell you, on Spotify, get your 400 followers, and then you can get paid to listen to music like a beta listener. Up to, not every song, but up to $12 for each song. Now imagine, even if you get $2 to listen to each song is only 3 minutes long. That means you're making a couple of bucks. So imagine you just listen to a whole playlist of songs in one day. Spotify will pay you for this. That right there could be your income while you're here. That could be your income while you're not even here. Like just you're spending money for the day. Here, you don't need a lot of money. But obviously, if you're living in America or Canada, you can't rely on Spotify to pay your income and to pay for your daily needs, but at least it is passive income. And if you have all these little passive income revenues coming in, like income streams coming in, then you will be able to not have to worry about money when you're here, right? Because you just have a whole bunch of money coming to you in different ways. Rich's method, nice background and far better internet. Thank you. Sean Ford, leave why, right, Sean? Hey, Sean. I got to tell you, this background was supposed to be from so long ago. And I mean, I'm looking up because I have these curtains up there that come down and they're gold and they look fancy. And I went over and I got some gold stuff over here and red stuff and everything. Oh my gosh, I had it all set up. And then I don't know. I was going to do my story times, my live to air for story times. Then I was like, oh my gosh, let me just do my story times audio version, because so many truck drivers listen to my story times. And, I really want to say thank you for that. I'm going to be making a live story time today, not live to air, but I'm going to be doing like me speaking live on story time, I think. But a lot of the truck drivers out there contact me and they're just like, Cerise, I listen to your stories as I'm driving and it really keeps me entertained. So I just want to say thank you to the truck drivers. You guys, I have a playlist for story time. They're not all the stories are based here in here in the Dominican Republic. A lot of you guys who come here and enjoy yourself here, you've actually sent me your own stories from around the world. So I'd like to thank you for that as well. And what else? I think that's about it. I want to say thank you to everyone for joining me. Thank you for subscribing. LJ, how you doing, Lenny? Hola, baby. Sorry I didn't get to see you on your trip that you just came off of. What was it, 3 weeks ago, maybe? But I'm sure we'll get to see each other when you come back again. And I just want to say, guys, thank you so much for always being with me and for supporting me. Don't forget to smash that like button. And I will be doing a video this Sunday. I don't know if I'm going to be on Playa Sosua. Right now, the plan is for me to do the video from home. And the reason why is because it's been a little rainy out lately. And like I said, I've been home, and for the last, maybe 3-4 days, I haven't gone out. Maybe Monday I went out. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, so for 3 days I've been in the house. And Saturday I'm going out. I'm going to go do a video of an apartment, and then I have to go to Cabarete for something. But I really just want to get right back home. I just want to go out, and I don't have the vibe to go out and drink and socialize and, eat fast food. I just want to go get business done and bam, come right back. And I want to keep that momentum up for about another week and only leave the house when I have to. So I don't know if I'm going to be doing my live to air from Playa Sosua on Sunday. But no matter what, I will have a guest with me, and I will make sure that I have the topic. And I told you guys the topic that I want to do on Sunday. And it's difficult actually to do a topic on Sosua Sundays. I love them, and I love being on the beach because it's so fun to meet everyone. And you guys come to see me when I'm on the beach. Oh yeah, I might go to the beach for sure then. Actually, scratch that. You know what? I'll do a live to air tomorrow on the internet. And Sunday, I'll just do my Sosua Sundays because I really enjoy meeting everyone on the playa from all around the world. Even sometimes when, the camera's off, you guys know I'm on the beach every Sunday, you guys come and say hi to me. And you walk by, and I really love it when you guys walk by and you lean down and you say hi to all the viewers. So yeah, forget it, scratch that. I'll be on the beach on Sunday, unless it's raining. If it's raining, then that's just God telling me, stay home, baby girl. All right, guys, I love you. Let's see if there's any messages here that I'm missing before I go. Clara Castillo, I love you too, baby girl. And Lisa, oh, thank you so much for the channel contribution. That $10, girl, you know what? I'm going to buy myself some, I got to tell you guys, oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you guys, product. I have new product for my hair because I cut my hair. I did the big chop like a couple of months ago again. And after I did the big chop, I was so afraid because, I'm like 49 now. And once we start getting into menopause, our hair doesn't grow as long. Our nails don't grow as long. But it still seems like my nails are growing long and my hair is growing long. So look at a couple of weeks ago, it was like, I think like that. But look how long my hair is getting. I have to pull the curls down so you guys can get the whole essence of how much growth I got going on here and how thick my hair is as well. So with that $10, I'm gonna go buy myself a brand new batch of cacao and a brand new batch of coconut oil. And I am going to start my own hair oil business for the beard, for dreads, and also for curly hair. Yes, and for braids, when you ladies and men come down here and you guys get your hair braided to help keep it in nice and tight, some nice olive oil. I'm sorry, not olive oil. I used to put olive oil in my hair, which I'm going to get to another point in a minute. Some nice cocoa and cacao. And there's a special mix that I do it with that really works for my hair. If I only use cocoa oil, my hair is like the curls are not defined. It's just a big fuzz. If I use only cacao, then it doesn't work as well. But I have to have that special mix of the two, and that's what I want to bring to you guys. And it works so nicely with my hair, and it also makes it shiny. You can also put it on your face as well if you're afraid of aging. And what else? I cannot export it at all, which is the one thing that I feel sad about. But because I tried to export products that I made here before from mangoes for my hair, and it worked, the stuff did work, but it's not mango season right now. And it is cacao season coming back up again. So I'll be okay with all that. And I really do want to, one day export products from here. So I do want to get that business going. And my hair is one of the things that I really do like to take care of. And so I am picky about the products that I use, and I am picky about what products work with me. So I do know that this product does work, and I'm going to be doing in beards. It works because I tried it in my Motoconcho's beard. It softens the beard. It makes the beard shiny. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. And with that $10, I'm going to go and buy some more products. I have some money saved up, and I'm going to be putting it all into that product. I'm going to be getting some bottles. I'm going to be getting some labels made. And when you guys come here, you guys can take it back home with you. You guys can order it before you come. When you come, I'll have it packaged and prepared for you. And you guys can take it back home with you on the plane. That's not a problem. But I just can't export it. Not right now. No powders and no liquids can I export. When I say powders, I try to export mango powder. I actually made mango powder, and I'm so proud of it. And I still have a little bit more for myself. I know some of you guys that were, following my channel a couple of years ago when I was, a couple of summers ago when I was like making this mango powder and everything. It was great for my hair. It actually was wonderful for my hair. And I had to do it because I had like 2 huge mango trees in my yard back then. I was living in a house with two bedroom house with a huge backyard. The videos are up, but I was getting like 60 mangoes a day. And I was not eating 60 mangoes a day. Got to the point where I couldn't even eat any more mangoes a day. So, and I couldn't even give them away half the time because it was mango season and nobody wanted them, right? So I just opened them up and I would, make the powder from them. So anyway, I went off on a whole other tangent, but I just want to tell you guys that I'm back on track with the beauty products. And I do have the product that I made, and my hair looks a little bit dry today, but you can see the curls are defined right down here. But my hair is dry today because it's raining out. And whenever it rains out, my hair gets fuzzy. Do any of you guys experience that at all? I was even like that in Canada. DL, hello from London, Ontario. Wow, we got some Canadians up in here today. Canadienses, Canada and La Casa. Thanks, guys. Wow, it's really nice to have my peeps online like that. And Lisa said, buy yourself a glass of wine. With $10, Lisa, I could buy a whole bottle. I'll do it on Sunday. That's it. And then we have Clara. Your hair looks great. Thank you, sweetheart. And then Lisa, awesome. Lisa, I have curly hair. You have curly hair, Lisa. When you come, I gotta give you some of this oil on the house. You'll love it. And David, Cerise, stop saying mangoes. Right? As you guys, all you men are programmed that mangoes are women, but mangoes are actually fruits. And then we have Artie. Oh, thank you so much for the contribution, Artie, to my channel. That's $19.99. That's $20. I gotta tell you. I'll tell you guys what I do with the money. I'm going out with that, and I'm gonna also put it in my product. I'm really excited to present my ideas to you guys that are coming up. Like I said, my audio book that I'm going to be doing. The only thing is I'm a little bit worried because I'm looking for a studio right now where I can go and do this audio book, but there's the only one I know of is in Puerto, Plata, and I tried to get connections with it with a kid next door. Well, I call him a kid, but he's like 25, He lives next door and he's a rapper. So I thought, okay, I'm going to ask him. He'll know where a studio is. And then all of a sudden he starts telling me that he loves me. And I'm like, no, thank you. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be careful of that connection because I don't want to lead anybody's brain somewhere, thinking anything. So I have to find a studio. And if any of you guys know where a studio is in Puerto Plata or in Sosua, somewhere where I can, get on a good microphone and record my audio book, that would be great. If not, I'm going to have to just wing it. And I don't mind doing that. I'll just wait till the rooster goes to sleep, and I'll wait till my neighbors are sleeping. And did you hear him? Happy birthday. Or someone said before on one of my live airs that my rooster outside says, come here and live. Yeah, hear him? So yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. And genocide, are there good cardiologists in the DR? The drug dealers sell a lot of Viagra, and I'm afraid to get hooked. I didn't read that. Going to the next one. I'm joking, genocide. Yes, there's a lot of cardiologists, and you do have to be afraid of that Viagra and that Cialis, I think it's called, here on the streets. Don't buy it on the streets. You don't have to buy it from the dealers. I don't know. I've never tried any of the pills. I don't know what the difference is, but I do know that you can just walk right into any pharmacy. You don't need your passport. You don't need a prescription from any doctor. You just go up to the pharmacist and you say, I would like Viagra, please. Or I would like a Cialis, please. Whatever those pills are. They sell it in the drugstore. It's legal and it's safe, and it is the brand, the proper brand. It's not a knockoff brand, and you know what you're getting. Just don't take too many because they do work. And I do know of someone who had a heart attack and died in the airport on his way home. True story. Yeah. And I was like, what? This guy was just he came down here to look for a home, but he died on the way home. Built by Black Wall, thank you for the contribution. Look forward to reaching out to you. I'm in Atlanta, coming in June to open a bank account. Awesome, please let me know. I have someone in Santa Cruz, and June is a good time to come. A lot of people from Atlanta come here. Are you guys called Atlanteans? I think you're called Atlanteans, right? A lot of people from Atlanta. One day I would like to go to Atlanta. I heard that it is somewhat of a playground there. Really nice. I would love to go. Thank you so much for the contribution. And let me know if you need to get connected with the guy for the bank account, because I can send you his WhatsApp number. Speaking of that, we have David Rich right here. David Rich, I WhatsApped you Francisco's number from Santa Cruz. How was that? Were you able to contact him yet? And it says, well, at least you know you'll have a Sankey Panky next door. Oh my gosh, just in case I need one. Genocide, they are called Atlians. Atlians? Atlians. Not Atlanteans? Atlians. Canadian in me. I only know about Torontonians. But I gotta tell you guys, yeah, that little kid next door, I had to tell him I had to leave him a voice note. He was bothering me, and I'm tired. Like I had to tell him, look, you're bothering me now. And I told him in Spanish. I said, ¿Por qué tú llamas a mí? Yo no interesante. Por favor, no más molesta me. I left it in a voice note. That means, why are you calling me? I'm not interested. Please don't bother me. And or please leave me alone, and he left me a little message back with a cry face emoji. Oh my gosh, I'm like, this is too much. Like this is these emotions overload, kind of funny. But I'm almost 50. I'm 49 years old, and I'm starting to recognize my oomph once again. Not because of these little ones, because that doesn't make me recognize anything. That just makes me want to slap them upside their head and tell their mama, to be honest with you. But lately, I have been getting messages from like exes, and it's kind of inspiring. It's like, ah, like I was saying earlier, they're all my friends still, but some of these guys are like saying real sweet things to me, and I'm like, oh, thank you so much. You know, some of them that may owe me an apology are actually apologizing, and so I guess maybe they're all thinking about coming down here. And they know I'm here, so they want to have a good time. They better not ruin their time before they come, you know, clear the air. I'm half joking, um, and half joking for real. But some of them that did owe me apologies, they are apologizing, and I think that's very sweet. So I just want to say thank you to them, and everyone's welcome down here. You know, to come down here, it doesn't take a lot of money to save. Just work online. Come down here, you know, get your health straight. If you have a pre-existing health, again, you guys, I'm going to be helping you guys out, people who are disabled, and you want to get out of where you are and you don't know how to get here and you don't know what's available to you. I got you. I understand. I didn't even realize that that was a concern for most of you. I don't know why. Right? And I don't want to leave you guys hanging like that. So I definitely will try to find out what services and what resources are here for disabled people, disabled expats, not just disabled vets. But I will definitely find that out for you guys. And as well with the health, make sure before you come, if you have a pre-existing issue, you speak to the doctors and let the doctors know. And again, when it comes to family, I can't repeat it. Tell your family what's up. Let them know what your plans are and prepare them. And when it comes to love, you know, keep a lock on your heart, but not too tight. You know, love people, trust people, but don't make people your God. You know, you are a God. Govern yourself as one. Respect yourself. Your creator invested in you. And you need to accept that beautiful power of investment and recreate something for you. When something breaks up with someone else, hey, it may be embarrassing. It may be, you know, hurtful, but that's okay. I broke up with my ex on YouTube, and I just let everyone know, like, yo, it's no more of a two-man show. It's me now. Like, get used to it. This is what he did, and this is how I handled it, and I kept it moving. And that was it. And you all know that. People who have been, you know, watching my channel from time. And a couple of times I did bring him back on my live to air, and I tried to make friends with him and stuff, but there was always that hand that was open, and that hand, you know, that heart that I couldn't trust. Right? But it doesn't mean he's a bad person. Not at all. We can make friends and be friends. But I had to move on, and I will move on. I'm single, and I'm not trying to mingle at all. I quite like having my peace of mind right now. And, you know, that's how it's going to stay until I find a person who speaks my love language. I learned about the 5 languages of love last week, and I did a test on the 5 languages of love. Oh my gosh, I'm going to do a video on the 5 languages of love with you guys, because I really feel it's important, especially for you guys coming down here. And that's another thing. I'm going to be writing a dating book. So much is going on, guys. Let me see. David Rich, yes, he got back to me, but they wanted way too much info. Oh my God. Okay. David Rich, they wanted too much info from you? I wonder why. I wonder why. I think it's different for Canadians than it is Americans, because your government, American government, wants, when Americans are abroad, those countries have to report the income that the American is making in that country. In this country, anyway. I remember him telling me that. Genocide. Atli, Atlians. At, oh, ATLians. ATLians? That's what you guys are called? That's kind of cool. I like that. ATL and La Casa. Sean Ford, Atlanteans. All y'all, I'm just going to call them ATLians and Atlanteans. David Rich, I'll just keep taking my money out at the window. Smart. Genocide, they miss all that good loving you were giving them. Aw, they better miss that good loving I was giving them. One of them actually said that to me today. He's like, Cerise, I'll be coming. And I was like, okay. And he's like, I'm missing our intimacy. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not looking for intimacy. I'm looking for something very serious. And if someone's not going to break that off with me, I'm not breaking off anything with them. So, yeah. Thank you guys for smashing that like button, by the way. They wanted 7 things, huh? David Rich. Is there still a 2-person minimum to sign up for the health insurance? No. You can go get your health insurance now. Genocide. You dumped him on YouTube? No, I didn't dump him on YouTube. Although I really should have. You know, he deserved it. But I didn't dump him on YouTube. Once I dumped him, I just wanted all you guys to know. And I just wanted to share it with people on YouTube. As I know that a lot of my YouTube viewers support me, love me, and you know, they know I love them, and just so appreciate the fact that they, you know, can gain information from me. And I don't know, I just wanted to share with them because they saw my relationship blossom from day one. And then when it broke up, I thought, who else would actually care? Not that you guys care, but some of you actually did. And it was really sweet, you know, and I thought, well, I'll just share it with you guys. So I told you guys all about it. And that's all. I didn't break up with them on YouTube. But, you know, I think it was a good thing. You know, sometimes I think about them, but sometimes I think about a lot of people that I dated, right? So I think it was a good thing, a good move I made on my behalf in many ways. G Styles, Cerise, can we date? Oh, G Styles. Double dose, yeah. Ban Reserva wanted my social security card. Genocide, now you got it. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I didn't know the banks were asking for that much. I know Popular asks for a lot of information, but I just don't know what they ask for right now off the top of my head. But definitely contact me, especially if you guys just want to contact Francisco yourself to see what maybe he needs from you. Maybe it's different for each case. I'm not quite sure. But a bank account is definitely good to have here. I have a bank account here as well. I don't use it ever. I just work on whatever, you know, money I make here or whatever. But I do want to start working on that bank account because there's some CD investments that are really good to get with when you invest with Santa Cruz. Yeah, guys, so I guess that's it. I just want to say thank you so much. You know, I am going to come to you live tomorrow with the video. Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow. You guys know I had to break out in a song at some point. You know how I roll. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to do a video on the internet because I really want you guys to know what the internet is like here. And I have the information in my drawer. Like I told you guys I was going to do. I just need to figure out the Delancey Spanish part of it. But maybe I can have someone here with me to translate that part of it. But I'm going to be talking to you tomorrow about that. And that's it. Thank you, you guys, so much. Thank you so much for all your love. Let me see. I know I'm missing a couple here. I don't like to go without saying goodbye. David Rich, no, don't leave us. I know. I love you so much. And Manyan Ti amo. Oh, Sean Ford, you're one of my buddies on Facebook. You guys add me up on social media. Another thing I started to do was write my horoscopes again. And my horoscopes are not based on horoscopes. I call them scopes, in fact. They're more spiritual, quotes and spiritual advice for anyone that likes to read stuff about their sign. So add me on Instagram and follow me on Instagram, and I will follow you back on Instagram. And yeah, check out my horoscopes. Alrighty, guys. I love you so much. God bless you. Big, big blesses. Dios te bendiga. Loads of love and huge hugs. I hope you gained a lot of information from this video, and I look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.